Talladega. There are the first three cars: Ken Schrader, Morgan Shepherd, and Davey Allison. Coming along now is Dale Earnhardt in the black number 3. Behind him is Rick Wilson in the yellow car number 4. But these three have pulled away just a little bit. Here comes Shepherd. Maybe he's going to make a move here for the lead on Ken Schrader. Yes, he does.
Did you see him motion to 28 car Davey Allison? Said, "I'm going. Come on if you want to go." And Davey said, "Okay, think I'll go with you. Now I can go."
So Schrader drops from first to third in just a matter of feet. He becomes our 7th leader of the race in the first 60 laps. Morgan Shepherd, who has only one top 10 finish in Winston Cup competition this year. That was at Atlanta. But the car has been running well all weekend. He qualified good enough for the 6th starting position and now is the leader. And look at him pull away a little bit.
Wow, that's the biggest lead anyone's had all day.
Jerry Punch can offer us more on the Morgan Shepherd story.
Well, normally when you come to a racetrack, you qualify with one motor, a motor that's built primarily to run maybe a half a dozen or so laps in qualifying. You take that motor out and you put a race motor in that's considerably weaker. Morgan said the qualifying motor felt so good and they felt so comfortable with their engine builder, Bob Rahilly, that the motor would run all day. They decided to leave it in, take a gamble. Morgan said, "I'm going to punish this thing. I'm going to hold my foot on the floor all day long here at Talladega, and if it'll live, we'll win it." And I think Morgan may be true to his word, gentlemen.
I think you may be right. He is certainly strong at the moment, leading Allison and the others through the tri-oval once again. His best finish here at Talladega was 5th in the 1982 Winston 500. Morgan Shepherd from Conover, North Carolina, in the Valvoline Pontiac.
He thought he had a shot at the pole. He was running very good in practice, but for the fans that might not realize that on Thursday, the normal, it looks like Davey Allison's going to try to make a pass. Can't do it now. But on Thursday afternoon, the first day of qualifying, they only got 12 cars qualified when rain moved in. Then they came in at 8 o'clock the next morning and finished qualifying all of the cars. The circumstances were different then. The track was slower, the air was thicker and heavier, and those who ran that day just didn't run as fast as they did in practice. So that negated his opportunity to win the pole. But he said, "I got a car that can run up front," and by golly, he's proving it right now.
There's Rick Wilson, Mark Martin, and Dick Trickle running at the back of this pack. Of course, Mark Martin was the pole sitter. Dropped back considerably before we had that yellow flag caused by the Dale Jarrett accident up in turn number 4, and now Martin is right back up there with the leaders.
I tell you what, we talked about Darrell Walsh running on the bottom of the racetrack earlier on in the show. Did you see Morgan Shepherd that time? He literally goes almost to the apron of the racetrack going through 1 and 2. Car is really adhering to the bottom of the racetrack like it's just very, very good race car so far.
And then his last lap was over 191 miles an hour.
We go inside Rusty Wallace's car. Now, watch the foot of Rusty Wallace. Look how he literally is trying to shove his foot through the firewall, and he has it that way all the way around the track.
What a classic shot of him trying to, he said, "Hey, I can't be on the floor. Let me move my foot just a little bit, find some more accelerator." Rusty, buddy, there ain't no more there.
Rusty Wallace is 12th. Just look at the foot planted right there. Never thinks about lifting off.
The only thing that's tough on your leg muscles when you sit there for that long and hold it down. But you see, he gave a hand signal to someone there.
So Rusty Wallace, we asked him earlier in the weekend what we can watch for as you carry the in-car camera for us in this race.
I think what you're going to see, you'll very seldom see me get out of line, try to do anything by myself. I'll have to always have help. If I pull out, I'm going to have to make doggone sure that I trust the guy behind me, that the guy behind me will pull out with me and help push me along. And you're going to see a lot of hand signals. Stay in line. Come on, let's do it now. Whoa, we got an accident coming. Stop, we got a bad accident. You'll see a lot of things like that. You'll see probably an effortless drive, driving in the corner, turn going in, back. You won't see a lot of back steering, slide and smoke like happens in Charlotte, Michigan, and places like that when I'm running. You'll fear a lot of people at home will probably say, "Boy, he doesn't take much effort to drive that." Believe me, there's a lot going on out there. It just doesn't look like it. On a speedway, a driver doesn't get out of shape much. His hands are straight ahead, turn to the left a little bit, and that's what's going to happen. Those are some of the things to look for.
And we're enjoying the ride with Rusty Wallace, and while he was explaining how to do it, he passed A.J. Foyt and is now 11th.
Morgan Shepherd has a problem. He's went from the front back to the back of that field, back to about 8th or 9th spot, and looks like he may may even go and drop back some more.
You don't even see him in this line, and here is a replay. He's leading right here, but watch what happens.
He goes very high in the turn. Davey Allison, Ken Schrader move by in the 28-25 car. Here's Dale Earnhardt, Rick Wilson.
And now we go back to live action, and we have a battle for the lead with Ken Schrader on the inside of Davey Allison, and Schrader goes for it.
You see, these two cars are at the mercy of Dale Earnhardt. He is going to dictate who comes out of this in front. Now, he's chosen Davey Allison. That means that Schrader is in trouble unless Schrader can catch Harry again. In that case, maybe he's got a chance. But Earnhardt has chosen Davey Allison. Let's see how it works out.
Well, he's going to push Davey right up to the front. And here is Morgan Shepherd in the pits. Let's go to Jerry Punch.
Well, Morgan radio data told him he thinks he has a flat tire. They're not sure which one. So here at Talladega, you cannot afford to take a chance and destroy a race car and hurt your drivers. They must change 4 tires. It will cost them a lot of time here under green flag conditions. They have changed the right side. They will scamper around and put another 2 Goodyear Eagles on the left side. Tough break for Morgan Shepherd and the Valvoline Pontiac.
Well, he'll go a lap down, Jerry, and we were watching that lead group a moment ago. They were coming up on Harry Gant, who also had made an unscheduled pit stop, as we see Morgan Shepherd come out of the pits. And here we see Harry Gant, the green car, number 33, down on the inside, about to go a lap down.
And Ken Schrader, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. And just the last lap, he was trying to take the lead from Davey Allison.
Now we're watching for Morgan Shepherd. There is Morgan Shepherd down on the inside, staying below that blend line, and we'll be seeing the leaders here pass by him in just a few moments. Schrader still on the inside. Now he approaches the backstretch. There he is, coming out of the second turn, low on the backstretch, and watch the leaders sail by.
Yeah, he just simply couldn't get his speed up that quick. It takes more than a lap here to get your full speed up with the carburetor restrictor.
Harry Gant refuses to give up the lap, but now he may have to do so as Allison and Dale Earnhardt are on the high side of Harry Gant.
But here's Schrader on the inside. He said, okay, I'm going to get some of those spots back, and I got me a partner to dance with this time, old Harry Gant. He's a nice guy. He'll take me right to the front. Let's see if he will.
Dick Trickle is there also on the inside draft. Look at the serial on Davey Allison. Second at the start of the race. He was first at the end of 20 laps, dropped way back to 21st at the end of 40. He was 13th, beginning to move back up at the end of 50 laps, and now he has positioned himself in the lead once again.
Of course, that was not a bad pit stop to put him in 4th position. Again, he was penalized for not staying down below that white line that we've talked about when he went out of the pits.
Schrader's moved from 6th all the way up to 2nd spot as we look right now, so at least he's using Harry Gant to get up front.
Well, Gant has a very fast race car. He was running with that pack before he made his unscheduled pit stop for a change of right side tires, and now he might be able to help Ken Schrader go back to.
We're only 69 laps into this race. There are 188. There's going to be a lot more of this type of action coming up. We hope you'll stay with us for the Winston 500. We'll return after this.